This is our next build. So we got some racing go-kart wheels.
Take that on the back to close it up.
So this is our frame. This is our next build. Oh crap! What's that thing that they say about insanity? Like doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Oh, I think I can fit. Let's make a few quick adjustments. Ugh. Okay, that's closer. It works. I did not know this thing worked.
I just set the car right there and you and me were gonna sit.
Oh, okay. So this is a homebrew setup, and there's a few issues with it.
Take a picture.
Oh, okay. Well, he can be in the video. There's a few issues with it. One is the throttle sticks, so if you push the gas...
Now.
We will in just a minute.
Hey.
There's a few issues with this thing. One is that the throttle sticks, so if you push the gas, I'll show you. When you push the gas down, it just kind of stays there. So this cable's got a ton of slack in it. It's just really, really shoddy and very scary to drive. Also, the brakes, this is the brake drum, and I can spin it with my hand. It's not connected. I didn't find any of that out until I took it for a test drive. And so I just floored it basically and couldn't stop and couldn't let the gas off. So I ended up having to cut the engine. We're safe. I've got it on video though. I'll cut to that if I can find it. All right.
Is the engine far enough forward? I mean backward?
No idea. I'm barely tall enough to drive this thing.
You can't reach the backwards.
So we've got to make this fit in that minivan. I knew I was going to have to cut it up anyway. I didn't realize it was going to be this soon. So we're going to cut it up.
Yes. Don't we have to put the wheels?
No, we'll pull the wheels off.
Oh.
Yeah. You ready to do it? Okay. Well, it fits. That thing's not light. Whew. thing. I'll have to cut that so it goes around the seat. You'll hear Chase laughing in the background as I struggle to get inside of this thing. So let's be realistic here. So this is like the closest possible, but that is sketch. Yeah. If I wreck, I'm not getting out of this thing. So I don't know how I feel about that. So let's back it up some more. That feels a little less terrible.
Yeah, you have to cut some of the back out for the engine.
Yeah, that's the plans.
But right there, I think you could make that work.
I feel like my knees need to be above this windshield. I don't want to tuck underneath it. So I may even come in here and do like this, give myself some room. How's that look? Pretty wild?
Good. I'm guessing it'll be a wide body.
Oh, of course. Can you see him? Pretty sick. So we got some racing go-kart wheels that will go on here as well. It should be really wide. I think this will be like the narrowest that it'll be. But that'll kind of help it feel like a small car. It's very small. It'll help it feel like a Power Wheels car. Pretty excited. My knees are pretty tight in here. I don't know. I'm going to do some thinking on this. I may cut this out. That would give me a lot of room, even to come up a little bit if I wanted to. But it's not bad. Not bad at all. All right, next part. All right. So I was having trouble trying to figure out how to square the chassis. I've got these two parts, both with wheels on them, and if they're not square, it's gonna drive really, really weird. So I've got to get them kind of square this way, and I just couldn't figure it out on the ground. So I lifted it up and put it on this table behind me. I know the table's square, I know it's flat, so I can build on that, and that should help me take measurements and stuff like that to get it to a place where the wheels are gonna track straight and not be out of line. If the wheels are out of line, the car will perform very weird. It'll handle very weird. So we don't want that to happen. I feel like this is like probably the most important part of building this whole thing. And it's really boring. So I'm gonna keep looking at it, scratching my head and measuring, and hopefully I'll come up with something. Alright, so I made kind of an executive decision to trust my eyes. I kept measuring everything and it just wasn't lining up correctly, and it literally looked twisted. So I started checking some stuff out, and it looks like this side has been repaired before. There's a lot of weld on there, and I'm guessing maybe it bent at one point in time and they reinforced it, straightened it out basically the best they could. And that's the issue with using a used frame. I think next time I'll just build my own. But either way, I think we're in a good shape now. I've got this thing welded to the table, well, tacked to the table, so I can start making my bars to connect the chassis together. And then we'll actually have a chassis that's made for this kart. there is like a part of it that is just way harder than it should be, and I just got done with that part. That's what's left of the hub. I'm not sure if it was welded on or what, but either way, we got it off, and I'm so thankful that it's off. I had to get these hubs off in order to put on these. So this is an aluminum hub, and it almost fits my new wheels. I say almost because the bolt pattern's a little bit off, but this is the only one that I could find that fit my live axle diameter. So we're gonna roll with it. I think we can make it work. These are my new rear wheels, and they are massive. Anybody ever watch Home Improvement? They are really, really huge. I'm really excited about it. Like I said, these don't exactly fit, but I think that we can make them work so that they will bolt onto this. It should be pretty cool. They do fit our axle, which is the important part, I think. I don't know, I'm guessing on all this stuff. So this is our frame. Now, hindsight's 2020. We should have built our own from scratch, right, Chase? Yeah. This being the first go-kart that I've ever had any sort of involvement with. I wanted something to start with. Sadly, I picked probably the wrong one. It is just awful. So we're gonna throw the seat back on there, and then we will be ready to start fitting the body. That's it. This is so much faster than building a real car. Yeah. Let's do it. So what's with the washer?
That's holding these two pieces
Oh my
together. Like where they had cut it all the way.
Yeah.
Just tack that on the back to close it up.
Dude.
Yeah.
What in the world? What are we doing?
Nothing good.
Nothing good. That is just...
And just as good as that is the welds holding the engine mount on.
Yeah, I saw those. I saw all of it, but I just didn't think it mattered, and now I just think it
Might.
Well, not enough to not make me do the project, but enough for me to not take somebody else's work next time. All right, seat is in and solidly mounted. Solidly? That's a word. Solidly mounted. Pretty stoked about that. We're gonna deal with that in a little bit. But first we're going to figure out our body positioning. Now that we don't have an engine in the way, we don't have steering in the way, we can actually put the body on here. Woo, that's a cold breeze.
We're gonna shut that door.
That was cold. But we're going to, we're gonna fit the body on, and so we can get our steering angle and get that tacked up, I guess, so we'll know where it needs to be. Do I need to sit in there? I will. I'll do it. right, do old angle. Is that it? Oh, wow.
Hold me tight. Could you hold me tight? Could you hold me tight?